There's a report right now making the rounds about Drew McIntyre concerning his contract length and the likelihood that he'll remain in WWE. It's from PWInsider, and it's both correct and incorrect, but that makes it misleading. So I thought I'd correct the situation and explain exactly what is going on with Drew McIntyre and his contract situation at the moment. Drew McIntyre's contract currently is set to expire just around the same time as WrestleMania 40. Meaning that any build towards a major match for him, the result and in fact the possibility of championships depend upon him signing a new deal beforehand. If Drew McIntyre goes out of the company, I'm confident he'll be going out on his back. He's a traditionalist, he believes in the same values that The Undertaker believed, that if you're going, you go out on your back and you put over the next generation at the same time. It's a major credit to him. However, that is when his contract was due to expire. Now, PWInsider are reporting that Drew McIntyre, because of the 2-month break that he had after WrestleMania, the WWE have added extra time to that contract, meaning that he would actually be leaving around Money in the Bank 2024 time. However, they have stated that he is due to leave at WrestleMania 40 time, which is not technically correct if 2 months have been added to it. To explain the situation as well as I can, his contract was always set to finish around WrestleMania 40 time. He did originally sign his newest contract, the contract that he's working on at the moment, at WrestleMania time, and it did continue year on year to be around WrestleMania time, hence why it finishes just after a WrestleMania. The 2 months added take him to Money in the Bank time, however that could well be disputed by Drew McIntyre. The 2 months that he had off were due to injuries that he was picking up while working for the WWE. Essentially, it wasn't one individual injury, it was an accrual of multiple injuries, which meant that he was finding it very difficult to work without pain. WrestleMania, when he first wrestled against Gunther and Sheamus was not originally supposed to be in that match. Around Royal Rumble time, we had the Banger Bros, that being Sheamus and Drew McIntyre as a tag team. The reason for this, of course, was because of continual injuries to Drew McIntyre that he was working through. Sheamus was thus added to the WrestleMania match when it was going to be Drew McIntyre versus Gunther because of the injuries that he had sustained. Drew McIntyre is one of those who's incredibly tough and is insistent on working through any injury. So he pushed through, was able to put on an incredible triple threat match, but having an extra person in that match was a big help. We then saw him return, as originally reported by myself, at SummerSlam against Gunther. That match was relatively brief, but still of high quality, and since then Drew McIntyre has been in a tag team, protecting him and meaning that the entire company is not weighing him down and on his back, as it has been at times, particularly early in the pandemic era before the return of Roman Reigns. When it comes to Drew McIntyre's future, the WWE seems the most likely at this point in time. McIntyre has said himself that he has no intention of making a change, but the actual contract negotiations have been casual so far, to say the least. Endeavour is being wrapped up, the actual company launch is happening in the next couple of weeks, which means that the WWE will be turning to long-term commitments to individual wrestlers. The intention for Endeavour will be to increase revenue rather than release or fire people, meaning that Drew McIntyre could be the winner of quite a high value contract in the months to come. I personally suspect it is not about money per se. With Drew McIntyre, it is about championships, and Drew McIntyre has been told that big major world championship opportunities will not be coming his way in the near future. This, if your contract is expiring soon, may well lead you to change your mind. Instead, Drew McIntyre at the moment is much lower down the card than he has been at any time since returning to the WWE and allying with Dolph Ziggler way back when. Drew McIntyre is nowhere near World Championships and is in fact nowhere near Tag Team Championships right now, though I do expect that the Judgment Day will vanquish Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre shortly. He is currently working in a feud with the New Day. Now, he returned as a face, but the expectation is if the negotiations go well and Drew McIntyre is promised championship opportunities, it will require a heel turn, because otherwise, how can you work with someone the caliber of Seth Rollins for a World Heavyweight Championship if you're both faces? Drew McIntyre is not believed to be the biggest fan of the idea, enjoying the overall face dynamic, but he's also a big fan of being a heel, and a very good one, as you will likely know, based on that interaction, the tag team with Dolph Ziggler. Just remembering him being dragged to the back and grabbing onto the it was wonderful stuff, and I'm very excited for the Scottish Psychopath to return. Ultimately, what we know for sure is that his contract expires around WrestleMania time. The contract negotiations have only just started and they are casual in nature. Drew McIntyre himself is looking for championship opportunities, but at the moment, nothing has been signed. There will be a discussion about a couple of extra months because of time he's taking off due to injuries. However, the time taken off was agreed by the WWE, offered to him after almost a year of working hurt, and to be blunt, Drew McIntyre himself did not want that break. Subscribe for more. We'll have more updates as they come in about, for example, Randy Orton and more. Until then, I've been Tom Colohue, and thank you for watching.